Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're about to head to the soccer complex and get in a quick training session. Bring you guys along, hope you enjoy.
The seasons come and go like thoughts of you, like a wave returns to the sea into the blue. They change but in a cycle that I can't lose. Each painful but delightful to live through. You came into my life just like another season. Not for long, just a time. Just like another season.
Okay guys, I'm going to do a voiceover for the rest of this training session, just explain the drills that I did. This first drill has a bunch of different variations, but I'm pretty sure I only did 3 in this video, and I'll also explain them as we go. So first, you're going to go around the V. You're going to do a 2-touch pass, whichever foot of that side that you're on. Go around the cone, 1-touch pass. Another 1-touch pass with your opposite foot. Go back around the cone and repeat the whole thing. This next one is a simple 1-touch pass. The cone being a defender, go around the defender. Ask your partner to play you back through the cones. Simple give and go like you would do in a game. I'm sure you've done it 1,000 times in the midfield or as wing, defender. You do it all over the field. Simple give and go. It's an amazing way to get around the defender. This next variation is basically the same thing with just a slight variation. Instead of doing a give and go pass around the defender, you're going to do a give and go, which you're going to dribble around the defender. So make a pass, plays you back to the ball, you can dribble around and then pass it back to him. A little bit slight variation, basically the same thing.
Here we go.
Next drill, very simple. Just set up a V with your cones, dribble around the V, 2-touch pass with your left foot, go back around the V, 2-touch pass with your right foot. Very, very simple. I'm sure I know everybody's done this drill before, slight or a variation of it. And I'm not going to say these drills are too easy, but this is what the professionals are doing, this is what the college players are doing. Higher than you go up, the more important a simple 2-touch or 1-touch pass becomes. Next drill, slight variations. I said same thing, just doing a 1-touch pass, a 2-touch pass. We just want to work in every single time to make every pass perfect. Even weight to your player, partner, straight to the right foot or left foot, down popped up, not where it needs to be. Continue playing. Make sure you mess up like that. Just make sure the next passes are very, very good. Make up for it, and just continue along and try and do the best you can. Here, just move the cones to a straight line instead of a V. If you have hurdles, that's even better, making these go up even higher. But just high steps through the cones, pass the instep of your foot to your partner. You're aiming for their chest every single time with a nice, evenly weighted pass. You don't want to nail it at them. You should also want to flub it on the ground. Nice, simple, good pass to their chest. This next variation is a little bit different. Instead of using the instep, you're going to use your laces. This should be a little bit harder of a pass, more like a volley than a pass. So you want to put a little bit more power on it than the one before, but like I said before, you don't want to nail out your partner. Next drill, I'll move on to a close distance passing drill. We did from a 10 yards to 20 yards, which you can go even further out to 30. But you're just doing 10 passes in each zone. So my first zone is 10 yards. We're going to try to do 10 1-touch passes as clean as we can get them. These weren't the best, but try your best. Try to make 1-touch passes. Next, you're going to move out to 20 yards. Do 10 passes, good passes with 20 yards. So that was horrible to nail that one in the air, but try to make very, very good even passes in between the gates, 1-touch. I'll show you a couple more different angles of this drill, but it's a very, very simple drill and it's very, very good. The better quality of players you're playing with, you can go up 30 yards. Like I said, we only did 20 today, but just try your best in your 1-touch passes in the game. Because in the game, if you can do a 1-touch pass and go on with a give and go, not like that, then you're gonna be a lot better player and a lot more valuable. A lot more teams are gonna want you. I'll let the rest of this play out. Next drill we did is simple long balls. You're going to make 2 5x5 yard boxes for each player. You can do 2, 3, 4 players, however you want to do it. Make a triangle, square, depending on how many players you have. Then you're going to set your boxes depending on how good of a player you are or how far you want to do it. You can do it 20, 30, 40, 50 yards, however far you want to do your long balls. Whole point of this is trying to get a nice simple chip pass into your partner's box and just try and keep your touch inside of the box. You can have fun with this and play games with it. And say each player starts out with 10 points, and every time you can't control the ball inside the box, you lose a point, and who loses all their points first loses. And you just have fun with it and compete with your teammates. Next, you're going to do simple ground passes instead of long balls. Same rules apply, same thing, guidelines and everything. You're just going to do passes from box to box with your partner. These, instead of being long balls, you're going to try and keep on nice driven passes either on the ground or below knee height, depending on how far you're going. If you're doing longer distances, it's probably going to go above the ground, but just try your best to make a nice, clean, even pass. Just get your foot over the ball and keep it along the ground. These passes are very, very vital if you're playing in the back as a defender, from left back to right back, or however you want to do it. But these are used a lot in the game and very, very vital as you move up in the leagues. I'll let the rest of this play out. Next drill, I heard just simple finishing drills. Did not do very good at these, but that's why I'm out here practicing and getting better at them. Trying to do better next time. Simple, you can get a partner to play your ball in as if he were a winger, dribbling in for a cross or cutting it back to you inside the 18-yard box. You can get as close or as far as you want with just, these should be simple 18-yard box width or closer finishes. These become very, very vital. If you're a center, mid, or a striker, you need to be able to finish like this. Simple, easy passes, tap into the corners. This should be one-time finishes. Even if you're a midfielder, it doesn't matter. Just same thing applies to first touch passes. Just the more you go up in the leagues, the better and better these need to be. The more they're going to be used. Next, I started into my cardio portion of the training session. Normally, I do the full field length, but back in my field is very, very squishy from all the rain we've been having. So, normally you do see how set a time limit. So you have a minute on the clock. See how fast you sprint across the field. Say if you're doing 10 seconds, you have the rest of that minute to rest before you move on to the next one. This is very, very good hit training. Get you ready, more game realistic, like sprint stuff that you're going to do in the game, not simple jogging. Next, finished up with a little bit of juggling. So I do just juggling the right foot, just with left foot, and then here I juggle with both feet. Just doing different variations throughout the rest of this drill. Next, I do 2-touch passes, so 2 hit your left foot, 2 hit your right foot, and just keep it going. Just different variation, and you want to mix it up. You don't want to be that kid that always just juggles solely with his right foot. Next, I do, this is a kind of a juggling ladder, so you start with 1 foot, 1 juggle with both feet, then 2 juggles, 3 juggles. You get the picture and move all the way up to 9, 10 juggles here, and then start moving back down to 10, 9, 8, 7, all the way down to 2 and 1. This is a very, very good drill to help you practice with your non-dominant foot. So if you're right-footed, don't use your left foot to juggle a lot. This helps you get used to doing it more and using it, and you get better with it. Thanks for watching the video.
You came into my life just like another season. Not for long, just a time.